Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. DOS here, and welcome to this video talking about the PlayStation 5 event. A lot of stuff was announced, a lot of good, a bit meh, and I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my thoughts and everything that was revealed. So, the first thing that we saw from the event was a sentence that said the following footage was recorded on a PC meant to emulate a PlayStation 5. That was like, I don't know about that. As the trailer started, I saw very anime looking boys, and I thought in my head, is this Final Fantasy? I don't know, but is it? And then I saw the chocobos, and yes, it is the newest installment in Final Fantasy 16. The trailer showed glimpses of summons such as Shiva and Ifrit, and it looks to be more of a medieval type of setting, unlike Final Fantasy 15, where it was more modern-esque with cars and stuff. Final Fantasy 16 is going to be available on PlayStation and on PC. It won't be on Xbox, but it will be a exclusive Sony PC game. I'm happy that's coming to PC because it means you're probably going to get better frame rate if you're into it. I'm not a Final Fantasy fan. I really only like Final Fantasy 14 online, so for you Final Fantasy 16 fans, I'm sure you're happy. Oh, you Final Fantasy fans in general, I'm sure you're happy with this new reveal. And from the looks of it, it looks really good, and the combat looks fun. So it looks more like the Final Fantasy 15 and Final Fantasy 7 Remake type of combat. So now after that, they stated that every other trailer and footage you were going to see was filmed on a PlayStation 5. And so the first PlayStation 5 footage we got to see was gameplay for Spider-Man Miles Morales. So already the game looks beautiful. You start off with Miles just swinging around, and he goes into his apartment. He goes out with his friend, his brother. I'm not sure who the character is. And it turns out Miles' mom is running for office. She's a politician now. However, there are two factions fighting each other in the game. And we got to see, apparently, who the main villain is, which is the Tinkerer. A female Tinkerer. And she looks pretty menacing. She looks really cool. I love the design. And then we actually got to see combat with Miles Morales. This combat looks just as seamless and smooth as the Peter Parker Spider-Man, with some added Venom Blast and electricity. It looks like you can do even more combos. There's more cinematic takedowns and finishers and stuff like that. And it looks like it's going to very well hold the polish and hype that the original Spider-Man had. It looks gorgeous and it looks beautiful. It is definitely a lot of gamers' reason as to why they're going to be buying a PlayStation 5. All we know is that it's going to be released in holiday 2020. So I'm assuming it's coming out either Thanksgiving week or Christmas week, considering everything that's going on. That's one of the games I'm super excited about. Now, the next game that we got to look into had me a little bit confused, but very optimistic and a little bit excited. This was a game called Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy. This game has been rumored for years and years and years. It's been rumored there's going to be a Harry Potter RPG. We finally got it announced. From the looks of it looks like we're going to be going to very well-known places in the Harry Potter universe. I've always wanted a Harry Potter RPG. It's something that I've wanted ever since I was like in middle school, high school, stuff like that. I've always wanted to just be my own wizard, like be able to have my own story, make my own relationships. So I'm hoping that it's going to be a really great game. It looks pretty good. Some of the facial animations and some of the like spell animations look a little janky. However, this game is slated to debut in 2021, so they do have time to polish and to clean it up a bit. But it looks like it's going to be fun. I'm hoping that you can really have some good relationships made with this RPG. I'm hoping that you can have romance in it. I think if you're making an RPG, I think romance should be added. I think it's a nice little thing. You get to like more invested in the characters and stuff like that. But it looks like an interesting game. I'm going to be definitely keeping my eye on this, looking for more information in the future. After Harry Potter, we got shown Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. So we got to see the mission from the campaign. It looks like Call of Duty. It looks like Call of Duty. It looks more flashy though. It's a lot more cinematic than I remember. And alongside with that, it was also shown that PlayStation 4 players will get exclusive access to the game's multiplayer alpha from the 18th to the 20th. And so for anyone who wants to play the multiplayer, and if you have a PlayStation, you can preload the game on September 17th. And then you can play the multiplayer as long as you want from the 18th to the 20th. I'm not super excited about Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. I'm not a Call of Duty fan. I played the campaigns of a few Call of Duties back when I didn't have Wi-Fi and I didn't have a lot of games on my PlayStation. And I just played that to pass the time. It's something super intriguing. Next up, we had a game that I'm actually pretty interested in. I don't know if I'll play it just because I'm a little bitch, but we had Resident Evil 8, aka Village. It was a kind of gameplay trailer. We got to see that the game seems to be going into more of a dark fairy tale type of aesthetic. Instead of like how we've had Resident Evils. Because there was a section in the trailer where it was like a very like storybook-esque like animation with like a mother and a little girl going into a creepy forest with monsters and stuff like that. This looks like a very creepy game. It looks Resident Evil. There's obviously zombies, but it looks very interesting. The aesthetic is extremely different. Resident Evil 7 was more in like a backwoods type of house, but this is like a village in the mountains basically. So it looks interesting. I'm excited to learn more. I do love the Resident Evil franchise. I can't play it though just because I'm too scared, but I do love the franchise in general. So I'm excited to see how the story plays out and what Chris is doing there. After that, we have a game. We got more of an in-depth look at a game that I'm actually really, really excited and interested to play, which is Deathloop. If you're not familiar with Deathloop, it's a game that's has a 70s-esque vibe, where you go ahead and you have to kill you're a man who has to kill 8 targets in 24 hours. But if you die, you restart but you learn. You have to try to find a way to kill everyone, but you also have another assassin going after you as well during this entire thing. We got to see some more combat. We got to see different routes to take, different like what you decide to do at certain times and certain ways can affect how the game will go. This is a game I'm super interested to play. This is going to be on PlayStation and PC. So this is a game I'm probably going to be playing on PC instead of PlayStation. But it looks like a super interesting game. I love the aesthetic and I love the idea of it. After that was something that I wasn't really expecting. We got a Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition announced, where you can play as another playable character. I believe Virgil is his name. I'm sorry if I'm wrong. I'm not familiar with Devil May Cry. All I know is Dante from Devil May Cry was included in Shin Megami Tensei. But from what I saw on Twitter, people were freaking out about the special edition being able to play as this character. I'm all for more content for games that people love. I know Devil May Cry is very over the top and very fun series from the clips I've seen. So the more fun that people can have, the better. I couldn't really tell what was different between the original Devil May Cry 5, but it looks like it's still going to be a lot of fun. I don't know how much the story is going to change or if anything's going to be super, super different, but we'll have to see. Or you guys will have to tell me if you guys are familiar with Devil May Cry. I'm adding this on afterwards because I completely forgot as I'm going through the footage. Demon Souls was also shown. Some people are happy about it, some people aren't. To me, the gameplay looks really fresh. The death text, not so much. That needs a little bit of a rewrite. But I'm sorry, I completely forgot about Demon Souls. Not really a game I'm looking forward to, but that is a game that was also announced. I'm terribly sorry. Just need to add that in. Alright, back to normal me. Wait, we're not going to normal me yet. I also forgot another game that I'm also not really interested in. Oddworld Soulstorm. We got a little bit more of a look at the world, but that was really it. I completely forgot about it. I'm terribly sorry for any Oddworld fans out there. But yeah. Now, we go back to original me. And that was really all the big things that were revealed. The last thing to end the entire event on was the price and release date. So the PlayStation 5 and PlayStation 5 Digital were revealed to be priced at $499 for the PlayStation 5 and $399 for the digital, and they'll be released on the 12th of November in the US, in Japan, Canada, Mexico, Australia, New Zealand, and South Korea, and then November 19th everywhere else in the world. However, the release date for China is still tentative. Honestly, that's a fantastic price. Yes, the digital edition is $100 more than the Xbox. However, you are getting way more games. And speaking of digital, I almost forgot. Sony actually also released a new, I don't know if it's version or an addition to PlayStation Plus, but it's PlayStation Plus Collection, where on PS5 on launch day, you will have access to a ton of PlayStation 4 defining games, such as Uncharted 4, God of War, Persona 5, The Last of Us Remastered, games like that. And they also ended on one final thing. They announced the second New Age God of War. All we saw was a painted Omega. It's fully an Omega, but it's painted remnants of an Omega symbol with the runes, and all we got was the title card Ragnarok. So that's really cool. I have not played any of the God of Wars. I've been wanting to, and I've been wanting to play the new God of War for PlayStation 4, seeing as how it's going to be available on digital for PlayStation Plus members at PlayStation for the PlayStation 5 release. That makes it so much easier for me to play, and I'm super excited to play Ragnarok for God of War. Honestly, I am more of a PlayStation fanboy than Xbox, but considering everything that they showed and the pricing, PlayStation has won. The PlayStation 5 is the same exact price as the Xbox Series X. Granted, it's not as powerful as the Series X, but it's not a super wide margin. And a lot of people are complaining. There are quite a few people complaining about the price of the digital edition being like, it's $100 more than the Series S. Wow. Okay. Well, it looks like Xbox won that. I don't really agree, considering that Xbox doesn't really have a lot of games, and a lot of games that people want to play, whereas the PlayStation does. So I really do think PlayStation won. They announced a lot of interesting stuff. They announced a new Final Fantasy. They announced a Harry Potter RPG. They showed us the Spiderman Miles Morales gameplay. They showed us more Resident Evil gameplay. They showed us another edition of Devil May Cry. These are games that people and franchises that people care about and really enjoy. Whereas Xbox really only has Halo. So I really do think the PlayStation 5 is gonna be the console to get this coming holiday. But we'll have to see. But overall, I thought this was a really, really great event. They did also show some Fortnite stuff and some stuff. Oh, actually, I almost completely forgot. Another game that they released, which a lot of people won't really think is a big announcement. However, this franchise has a very, very special place in my heart. It's Five Nights at Freddy's. They showed a very quick trailer of Five Nights at Freddy's, and it looks amazing. It looks completely different. Like, it looks more like the VR game. It looks beautiful, it looks gorgeous, and it looks properly horrifying. I actually got jump scared. I'm super excited about that. I love Five Nights at Freddy's. I've loved it since 2014. It has a very special place in my heart for very personal reasons, and it's amazing that it got announced, and it's going to be on the PlayStation 5. It's probably going to be on PC as well. If it's on PC, I'm absolutely going to be buying it on PC, but it looks fantastic, and I'm super excited for it. This announcement just had so much stuff that I'm just super, super excited for. But yeah, I think the things I'm most excited for from that event were Spiderman and Five Nights at Freddy's, to be honest. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna be buying a PlayStation 5. My birthday is next month, so I'm probably gonna be using quite a bit of that money on the new graphics cards, and then the rest probably on PlayStation 5. But I'm super excited to play these games. I'm super excited to learn more. So if you guys like this video, leave a like. If you're new around here, hit that subscribe button, hit the bell so you get notified whenever a new video goes live. Let me know down in the comments what was your holy shit game that they showed or they announced for this event. I'd be more than happy to know. And let me know if you're going to be going Xbox or PlayStation when they get revealed. When they get released. But as always, guys, I hope you all have a good morning, afternoon, and evening. Bye, everyone.